Reacting to your gaming setups live on stream, episode 14. Roll it. Ooh. See, like this is nice, man. Man, this hasn't got a mouse pad, dude. This looks really nice though. Okay, so overall, this is not bad. Very clean, very minimal. I love the 3D wall art. I love the one monitor floating. I love the way that you did this. It looks super nice. Desk is super thick and it looks like kind of minimal and sleek along with it. Oh, I do see the mouse pad in this picture. Okay, there we go. But in this picture, it looks even better. Like the only thing I'd recommend is putting your glass back on if you can, because like the glass without it looks really funky. But if you're having like temp issues, then it's okay to leave it off. But in the picture, it looks so clean. I love the little keycap set. I think that's the G403 wireless, right? So nice though, dude. So what I would do is, you know how it has the big plant, little plant, big plant? Why don't you put the tree in the middle and take the little plant out? So it'd have little plant, bonsai tree, little plant. I think that would make this look better, and put the little plant here as an accent, just because there's a lot of stuff here. I think it almost would look cleaner if the bonsai tray was in the middle. Yeah, you have like three things on your PC, and I know you're trying to hide this router, but it's fine if the router's in the picture. I think that the bonsai tree kind of is too big for this PC and the area, and I think it would look cleaner if it was like big plant that hangs down, little plant, bonsai tree, little plant, big. I think that's the way that it would look cleaner, and it would just look like a different vibe. I mean, you would have such an interesting vibe going. If you can get 𝐥𝐤𝐤 wall glides, I think it would look so clean and unique if you did a 𝐥𝐤𝐤 like light bar just under here and ran the cable down behind here, just because it would add like an interesting light vibe to the lights that are already there. Like if you had like a light bar that just was like clean and just across this, and you could like, you know, use it to light up the bottom of these panels, I think that would just look incredible. And your desk is super thick, so like it looks so clean already. Like there's not really much you can change to make it look even better. I mean, the cable management's already nice. You know, have your headphone hanger, you have a nice PC case, mouse pad, like it just looks already nice. So for the most part, man, this is an insane setup. The only thing I would recommend is if you want to go to ultra wide, if you're considering it, I would consider it. I would consider going ultra wide, just because it would look so much cleaner. Once you save up, and that's fine, you can take your time. If you save up and get a little 21:9 flat ultra wide or a curve, whatever you want, well, it looks so nice, man. Like you already have such an insane setup. Just that little change, don't discredit anything you've done. This is a great setup, man. Hey, if you're watching this channel and you guys have not subscribed, make sure to subscribe, because 60% of you guys are not subscribed. Keep watching the video. Bye. So on skills is the next up. There's not much to judge here. When you guys send your setups, try to send more pictures that I can kind of critique. Like, don't just show me the only good things in your setup, because then it's hard for me to critique it. Like, it's hard for me to critique just this. If I just see this, I'm just gonna say it looks too cluttered, and there's not really much I can tell you because I don't see the whole setup. I mean, it looks fine. I mean, you got enough mouse room, you got, you know, enough to use the setup. I don't know what the whole setup looks like, so I can't really critique. It's very basic. You know, you've got the use for it. That's about all I got for you. So I'm gonna move on because I don't really have much to go off of here, but it's a good setup nonetheless. Great, looks clean and minimal. That's it. We're gonna move on to Rippy. This is a laptop setup from him. Okay, so the one thing I would say, clean backgrounds. Okay, starting off, clean backgrounds. The way you have your monitors plus your laptop looks fine. Okay, not gonna critique the monitor layout. What I am going to critique though is the clutterness underneath your desk. And like from this angle, you kind of showed it to me more. There's just a lot of that's there that doesn't need to be there, like water bottle A, you know, controller, like things like that just need to be kind of taken all out and start over. You know what I mean? Overall, your monitor layout, great. The way they have it set up, great. Your peripherals, fine. But it kind of is hard to critique because this is all I'm really seeing. And there's a lot of stuff behind the desk that I just don't know belongs there. And it's not a bad setup. It's just, you got to kind of reorganize what you already have. It's not bad. Looks great. I would just say by cleaning up, you might be able to get more of a concrete setup built than to have all this clutter behind the desk, stuff like that. I'm getting a new desk soon, so I'm gonna redo everything. Okay, yeah, so it's not bad. It's not bad, bro. You've done a really good job so far. I would say just when you go to redo your desk, setup and stuff, I would say just declutter everything and then just leave it clean, and it would actually not be bad. So from what I'm looking at, the Govee controller does not need to be the tie up. You don't need to have that there. You control it with the app anyway. So from start off, I would take the controller and mount it to the back of the monitor. Off of that, I would say next thing is it looks a little cluttered. Like there's just a lot of different things that have no place and no reason to be there. These speakers, right? What is the speaker in the top right doing? Absolutely zero. It's behind 3 different things and there's one speaker down here. So what I would recommend for you is if you want to make it look cleaner, all this stuff on the right side and take it off the desk, and then get a shelf on the right side. Put your little plant keyboard in the middle. Then what I would do is move the PC more right, this monitor higher up to match this level, or bring this monitor down however you like. Mount one of the speakers or put it on the left side, because you'll be able to center this desk more once this PC is more right. Then you can put both speakers on the right and left standing, and it would look a lot cleaner than to have all this stuff that doesn't really matter on the desk. Say you put a little mini shelf here, this plant up here, put this little mini plant there, put the keyboard in the middle, super clean. And then on top of that, I don't know why your lights here kind of go up the wall. There's really no point for that. Just cut them off and then work from there. Overall, the desk is not bad. I just think that you're missing the point of the Govee Glide. Fine, leave that there. You're missing the point of decluttering, because like everything else looks so nice, and then you just have like random speaker, plant, clock. Like it's just, you got to reorganize this a little better. Yeah, but overall the mic position, not bad. I'm not going to complain about it, but I would say moving this PC more right, getting a shelf, things like that will really clean up this side of the desk, and it might make it better for you to organize the setup too. Yeah, overall not a bad setup. I would say this is probably a 5 for me, and so on and so forth. I would say just get a shelf somewhere. Maybe even the center of the Govee Glide would be kind of clean. I'm just giving you some creative ideas. Thank you so much for submitting, Caden, or Lotto, whoever it is. I appreciate you. Thank you for spinning. Moving on to Not Your Nana. So Not Your Nana, I would say one thing, I love your setup. I would say the wires look a little bit all over the place. So there's a few things I can recommend you. So for one, I love the mic placement, not bad, but I think you need to raise this your main monitor a little higher. PC is fine where it's at. Then I would say try to run these cables kind of behind the monitor each time. So like this monitor right here, like this cable kind of comes down, like these 2 cables can go right to the bar and then down. Use some Velcro zip ties to do that. Then for your cable for your M50Xs, there's a 9-foot straight cable you could use instead of this coiled one. It comes with 3 cables. It comes with 3 foot, 9 foot, 6 foot. Use the 9-foot one, put the GoXLR under the left monitor and raise his monitor up a tad higher. Bring the cable down underneath the desk. Then get like some way of mounting your headset underneath the desk. Other than that, you've done a really good job at having everything you need. I mean, the cable underneath your keyboard cable underneath the GoXLR, dope. Love that. Other than that, I would say like everything else fits. It just needs to be a little bit more decluttered, and you've done a really good job. I love the Sony lens on there. The camera, the position of it looks great. I just think you need a few more decluttering things and ways to cable manage your setup a little bit more, and overall it looks pretty good for the most part. This is Jonathan's setup. This is clean. I just think it's a little cramped, and that's not to say that's a bad thing. I just think that the cables could be more routed on the pole. Maybe if you liked it, 𝐾𝐨, keep it, that's fine. But the mouse pad room is kind of small. Yeah, I see you play Valorant, so, and CSGO and stuff like that, but I just think it would look a lot better if it was maybe PC on the floor, mouse pad wide. Like having mouse pad space is important, and having a bigger mouse pad is important too, especially if you're playing games like Valorant. So I would say PC on the ground. It doesn't look something insane to where it needs to be on the desk. So I'd say PC on the ground, cable manage everything underneath the desk. You'll have way more mouse pad room. Also, I would say if you want, get a headphone hanger for your desk. Not really much I can tell you besides put PC on the floor, more mouse pad room, headphone hanger, cable management, and maybe some more personality. It looks clean already. It's just with those little simple things, it would look even cleaner. Your setup is clean. The only thing I would recommend, I know you probably like the monitor on the left side, but I think that the monitor would look better on the right with the mic on the left, because this monitor seems out of place compared to where the speaker is, and I think the other speakers may be behind the monitor. So no matter what you do, it's not gonna work. Like the speakers are not gonna work either way, and your desk seems a tad small depth wise. Underneath is fine, but I understand, like, you know, like the monitors and not having a deep enough desk and stuff like that. You could mount it to your desk if you wanted, but I feel like it would still kind of be hard because like this desk isn't that great. So I mean, the monitors are fine where they're at. I just think the right one or the left one would be better on the right instead, and have your mic on the left. If you guys made it to the end of this video, make sure to watch other videos like this right here. and I'll see you guys in the next video. Deuces.